So guys, it's your man Chef back in for another video. Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 most anticipated albums of the year. Um, wow, we have a lot on this list to go, guys. So let's start off with number 10, your girl Taylor Swift. I personally not looking forward to another Taylor Swift album because the last one was terrible. And I'm not a huge fan of hers, I'm not in her demographic, and I don't expect myself to be anytime soon. I don't think she'll ever appeal to me. But I know that everybody's been clamoring for the album. You know, it came out late 2017 into last year. A lot of people say it was a dud. A lot of people say it wasn't as good as it should have been. Now the sales numbers still speak for itself. It sold, I believe, 3 million first week with streaming included, so it still did well. And only artists who could possibly get about 1 million streams a week at this age is Adele, Ed Sheeran, probably Drake, and Taylor Swift. Drake did it with views. He had 1.05 million first week. Adele had 4 million copies sold first week. So, needs to say, Taylor Swift's part of that elite class of people that can sell an album to you and actually have traditional sales first week. Something that a lot of artists can't do. And that's including some of your popular artists that you hear on the radio every day. So Taylor Swift is one of those artists who can do that. And the label probably most likely wants to push her out and wants to get her out there. They're saying with this new Me single she has, they're saying it's a breath of fresh air. It's not like look at what you made me do. It's something different. It's something that, I think that more people will be accepting to this time. Number 9 on the list, I have your girl Adele. Obviously, Adele hasn't dropped the album since 2015 into 2016. It's been about a good, healthy 3 years. I think she's going to drop either this summer or the end of this year or the beginning of next year. But I hope it's this year. I did enjoy 25. I did enjoy 25. Not 21, but 25. I think Adele, as always, has a beautiful voice, beautiful production, beautiful arrangements. It's interesting to see her get into the different moods she has. Her last album, it wasn't all breakup songs. It was more like her coming to the peace with the breakup, more her sending them off to the new guy, more of them saying that she's forgiving. I like this new Adele. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing, it's not the same bitter Adele. It sounds like she's having a little more happier times in her life. Number 8 is your girl Rihanna. And I honestly want to see this because she hasn't dropped the album since 2016 as well for Anti. And I think it's time for a Rihanna album. Now I know she's doing the fashion line, she's doing movies and etc. It really doesn't need to drop the album because, she's successful in other revenues and other lanes. So don't expect it to come this year. And she's been on doing a lot of features. But, however, I do think Rihanna needs to drop an album. Well, she doesn't need to, but I want to hear it. I'm actually a Rihanna fan at this point. I always say Rihanna and Beyonce are basically the same thing, but I can honestly say I like Rihanna more than Beyonce at this point. She makes happier, more groovy music, and even though there's nothing really deep to look into for her albums, nothing like subject matter-wise, I think it's good to hear her just make a good project every once in a while. It's good to hear Rihanna every now and then. Number 7, you have your man Sway Lee from Ray Shrimmer. Last year, he made his part of, I think, Swaycation and then Gemtro or whatever. This is part of the Scrim 3 project. Sway Lee, I don't necessarily want the album, but I think this is the album that the label will want to put out. I think you should at this point. Put out like a little EP, not a full-length album, but an EP, like 5-6 songs, like they did for Swaycation, and promote it better, not put it part of Scrim 3. Because Sunflower took off pretty well, and a lot of people like Sway Lee's verse on that before this Post Malone came in. And then you also have Close to Me with Ellie Goulding, he featured on that. Unforgettable with French Montana. Sway Lee's good at the feature thing. Let's see if he can do it himself this time. Let's have a single, just him, a 2-minute and like 50-second single. Him just singing and crooning over the beat, no rapping, none of that stuff. Just let him do his R&B/pop thing he does. He's really good at it. I think he is. I think he's an enjoyable listen. He's like a Subpar Weekend. So let the Subpar Weekend release an album, why don't you? Alright. Number 6 is your man, Lil Uzi Vert. Now, I personally don't want a Lil Uzi Vert album because I'm not a big Lil Uzi Vert fan. However, I know Eternal Take needs to come out. And I know Atlantic wants it to come out. So you might as well just do it already. I mean, he's leaking his own music. He releasing his singles. I like Sanguine Paradise. Girl, I like the way you do it. That's that one. I like that one. Doom, 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 doom. Money in a spiral. That's like my hoe. With songs like that, I think it's going to be full of bangers. I'm going to bop my head to it. It's going to be awesome. Alright, number 5, you have Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper. Chance, I know he's not signed to a major label. I know it's going to be a mixtape or a commercial mixtape. But damn it, Chance, you need to release it. We need some more good music from you, brother. I love Coloring Book. It was one of the best albums of 2016, hands down. It was a good rap album. It was a creative rap album. I'm glad it won the reviews on the Grammys because Coloring Book was a good album. And I still listen to it to this day. And even the worst songs on Coloring Book are better than half the songs that you hear today on the rap radio. Mixtape with Young Thug and Yachty, that's my shit. I don't care what nobody says. I'm only wanna still care about the mixtape. Yo, no. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Number 4. Now, originally I had Bruno Mars as number 4. But I took him off the list because I'm like, you know what? Bruno Mars has been releasing singles all 2017, all 2018. He's featured on a lot of songs lately. He's going to release an album. It's pretty predictable. Now, I'm hyped for a Bruno Mars album. But I'm more hyped for this Fetty Wap album that I think needs to happen. Well, I think that needs to happen. I think 300 needs to go ahead and give up for Fetty Wap. Sell his contract officially. Just sell that shit. Sell that shit to RCA to rebrand himself as an R&B singer. Or sell his shit to Interscope. Now, I don't think Interscope's the best label on the Universal. Obviously, I would go to Def Jam or Republic first. But Fetty Wap, since he's been cooled down for 4 years, nothing else we've heard from him, is definitely time. We can't say people like Designers and Cirque West and this Lil Nas X guy, we can't say their careers, because I'm pretty sure they're going to be gone. Fetty Wap, I believe he can make a resurgence. It's the right time. He fits on that trap beat sound. He can be an R&B singer. He could be in that Ty Dolla $ign lane. He was there when Ty Dolla $ign was on the come up. He could be in that Ty Dolla $ign lane. He could do it better than Ty Dolla $ign. More people cared about Fetty Wap at the time. There's still hope for Fetty Wap, I believe. I think if he sells contract to RCA and have him collaborate with some R&B singers like Khalid and other people on that label, make some songs with 21 Savage, and just be on that under that Sony umbrella, I think it could really help Fetty Wap. They could release a cohesive project. Scrap the King Zoo name. Just call it something else. Rebrand yourself, Fetty. It's still time, brother. You're only 27. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Number 3, your man Big Sean. Big Sean needs the album to drop. I can't wait for the album to drop. I Decided. Dark Side of Paradise was okay, but I Decided was way better. No Favors, Bounce Back. No More Interviews. That wasn't on the album, but I still like that song. It was a lead up to it. No More Interviews. I love that song. Big Sean, he's a modern GOAT in the rap game, and people need to acknowledge that. Okay? Big Sean is that dude, my guy. He's that dude. If Kanye West hasn't made anything else successful, Big Sean is something that he's took his time and made it. He's made something cohesive out of Big Sean. Big Sean deserves to have that moment in the spotlight. He deserves another album. Number 2, we have Justin Bieber. It's a no-brainer, guys. I mean, Purpose, one of the best-selling albums of 2016. Come on, guys. The label got to release another Justin Bieber project soon. He made that comment about Eminem. He's talking about Chris Brown. He was doing Hillsong United stuff last year and the year before. He's been getting his name out there. He's been doing features year after year. He's still a big seller. It's going to happen. Okay, Justin Bieber is going to debut. And number 1, he's going to have that big project. It needs to happen soon. And I can't wait for it. I thought Purpose was okay. I did. I like Purpose. As a grown man, I can say I like Purpose. And number 1 on the list... Bitch, sit down. Be humble. Your man Kendrick Lamar is number 1 on this list. You know why? Because he did a damn good job on his last album. That shit was fire. I liked it. Damn was a cohesive project. It was better than To Pimp a Butterfly. I'm dead serious. To Pimp a Butterfly was a good social economic album about the black struggle, and I love some of the singles off it. But damn, it's an album I've listened to over and over again for the last 2 years. My favorite track on that album is Duckworth, DNA, XXX, and Pride. Blood is not that bad either. But all I know is, look, Kendrick Lamar album was so good. The lead single off it, Humble, I didn't even care about that. Like, I brushed through that. I didn't care about that. He actually made me listen to the elements of his album. Now, Section 80 is a good album, but Good Kid, Mad City is his best album. But Damn, I think it's his second best album. Then Section 80, then it's To Pimp a Butterfly, then Untitled Remastered. But overall, guys, these are my top 10 albums top 10 people I think should release albums this year. Let me know what you think. Do you think Kendrick Lamar should be number 1, or do you think it should be somebody else? Do you think I should have kept Bruno Mars on the list? Let me know. It's your man Chef from Off the Dome. Come to you with more content. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. You know, it matters sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. It matters to me, though. So, just show me a little love, guys. Just show me a little love. Anyway, till next time, sit down, be humble.